On this episode of ALBM, the stray lights bike is getting an upgrade. Just gonna jump right in, putting together the fan duct. Swapped out from the regular fan that came with the charger. It's a 0.6 watt, jumped up to a 1.2 watt blower fan. The idea was to pump as much of that heat out and get it clear of the intake port. We're running a non-polarized C8 plug. The concept is I'm going to carry a 20-foot little cable around. Instead of having to carry around the whole charger, just carry the cable and plug it in basically anywhere. This is like the fourth time that I did this connection. First time I actually had the board flipped and I hooked up the output to the input. The second time I forgot to put the little sleeve on the heat shrink. Yeah, that little guy right there. Forgot him. And I did both of them and then I realized it. Then I had to tear that apart. Then I screwed up the ends and had to cut them and redo the whole thing. I actually used the hot glue gun just to get it on there, but the silicone is going to be the thing holding it. And it made it look like there's a lot of engineering here, but I spent a lot of time thinking about this. So on the left you got a little channel that kind of keeps the cool air coming in to go along the first heatsink, and then the fan's mounted right below the second one. So we're trying to get both hot spots cooled with the same fan. This isn't going to be anything structural, it's just holding it together until I get it in the main case. Had a couple problems with it, like moving, and it would misalign and get jammed when I was trying to do the test fits, and always cut away. We'll just pretend like you didn't see that. For another test fit. Did this like 6, 7, 8 times. Every time I make a change, want to test fit, make sure it didn't screw it up. Over on the right, we got a 52 volt battery, just an Amazon one, and we're gonna extend the fuse out. So all I have to do is take the front cap off instead of having to tear the whole battery apart. Again, this is like the third time I did this. Those stupid heat shrinks, I keep forgetting them. Yeah, my compliments on the camera guy on this one. Perfect shot. You can see everything. Crystal clear. So this is the front piece from the original battery. And this is the switch that came with the new battery. So we're just kind of seeing if everything will fit together, get it merged in there. This is actually the second battery I built for this bike, so I already knew all this stuff is actually going to fit. The first one is way more trial and error. Lots of cutting, lots of grinding, lots of swearing, lots of throwing stuff away. This one almost looks like I know what I'm doing. So before we seal everything up, Just gonna test fit one more time, connect everything back together, and then we'll fire it up, make sure everything works, make sure the airflow, you know, once we glue this together, it ain't coming apart. Now we got the little trim ring with the extra port. Try to get that hot arrow past the intake port. Look at that, she fired right up. Little 10-minute test run just to see if the battery heated up at all. The fan was able to keep everything cool. Sounds like a little jet engine though. So the original battery from the bike, minus the end pieces. The new quad pops right in there. It's actually a little big, so it fits better than the factory battery. Key works, everything works, locks right in. Almost looks like it should be there. We'll get this thing charged up for tonight. If you guys found the video interesting, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.